Here on the field with Mississippi Gulf Coast head coach Jack Wright. Jack, that was a lot of points, a lot of offense. What'd you see out of it tonight, 58-7 win?
Just, kind of a different kind of game than I'm used to. Just, things kind of came easy, sometimes a little too easy it seemed like. And I think when that happens, you kind of lose your focus on fundamentals, and it's about, who's getting what touch or whatever, which is not really what we're about here. But it was a good game. Anytime you get a win at home, we're going to take it.
I think you showed some of the stuff that you've already, you showed last week. Y'all are explosive. You had, Landon Barnes complete 6 of 9 passes for 250 yards. That's 40 yards a pop. You've got that in your toolbox, I think.
We do. We got, we recruit speed, and hopefully it shows up during the game. I think it did tonight. Some of those throws that we made were kind of meant to be possession-type throws, get to the sticks-type throws, and they just turned into something a lot bigger. So just a credit to the caliber athlete we have on the edge.
What did you see out of your running game? I thought at times y'all ran the ball pretty well too.
We did. We just we want to do a variety of things. We never want to lock ourselves in a box and be, a running team or a passing team. We want to do everything we do well. And, we able to punch it in a couple times in the run game on top of the passing numbers.
Defensively, they actually pitched a shutout. The only score for them was on a fumble return. What did you see out of them? Like you said, I thought sometimes they lost a little focus, but otherwise, you throw a 0 up there. That's good.
I mean, that's just a great job by our defense, just smothering performance. No sustained drives, no sustained momentum. Some negative plays, some things that put them behind the sticks. We were able to blitz and put some pressure on the quarterback when we got in those moments.
They did have a decent run that got him inside the 5-yard line, and y'all bowed your neck and kept him out of the end zone.
Yeah, that was a great play. I can't remember who made that shoestring tackle, but that saved, a touchdown. So, we emphasize playing really hard here, finishing the play. That was a great example of somebody hawking that running back down and not letting them score.
One thing we talked about this week was getting more guys out there and getting them reps and things like that. Were y'all able to do that tonight?
Yeah, that was priority number one, is playing everybody. You see Connor Tice got in a lot. 5 different running backs had carries. A lot of different receivers caught balls. Our tight end caught a ball. Jordan Whittle caught a ball for a touchdown. So just very, very pleased with all those things. We're going to need everybody on that roster, for us to achieve our goals at the end of the year this year.
Next week is a different beast. It's the first South Division game, and it's going to be a much greater challenge than tonight was. What are you expecting?
We're in the South Division next week. We all know in this conference what that means. You're going to be playing a tough opponent every time you go in division. The South Division in JUCO in Mississippi is the toughest division in all of JUCO. So we get that start kicked off next week at Jones. So there's not really a tougher contest that we can look down the road and prepare ourselves for.
Thanks a lot, Jack. Congratulations. Here on the field with Omarion Bender from Soso, Mississippi, halfway between Buttermilk Crossing and hot coffee. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You guys threw up 600 yards of total offense tonight. What was the mindset coming in here for the O-line?
Man, we come in every game just hoping to dominate. We watched a lot of film this week to make sure we knew what we was doing. And ultimately, man, the quarterback had time to make plays. Receivers got open.
Yeah, y'all had a ton of explosive plays. I mentioned to Jack, Landon was 6 of 9 for 252 yards, which is like, 40 yards a pop.
Yeah.
What'd you see when y'all were throwing the ball?
Oh, man, receivers wide open, ball in the air. They didn't send too much pressure tonight, but the little stunts that they did send, we picked it all up.
Now we'll talk about things that you guys really like, the run game. Y'all were able to run it, I think, a little more effectively tonight. What happened up there up front with that?
Oh, man, we was just dominant. Like I said, we come into every game wanting to be dominant, and you know what I'm saying, the scouting report worked, so we came in and just dominated.
What'd you see out of the regulators tonight? What'd the defense do for y'all?
Oh, man, they had some great plays. Punt block, crazy. They came in and they handled business tonight, man, doing what they usually do. They're supposed to do.
So what next week's going to be like. It's going to be a lot different game for y'all. Got Jones as the first South Division game. What are y'all thinking about already getting ready for that?
Just got to lock in on the road. You know what I mean? Like I said, just got to watch film, see what they're doing, and go over there and dominate like we do every week.
Congratulations, Omarion.
Appreciate it.
You're on the field with Cruz Johnson from Canton Academy. Cruz, special teams beast tonight. You got a punt block in return, scoop and score. What happened on the play?
We were just set up for our block as usual, and I saw an alley and I hit it, did everything Coach Wright's been teaching us to do, execute, go fast, hard, and worked out for us.
You might have a spot on the basketball team. You picked up that dribble pretty easy and were able to run in there.
Yes, sir. Hopefully there's a spot open.
What's the idea on special teams for y'all? How are y'all try and attack teams?
Coach Wright has our special teams is fast, physical, get your job done, and do what needs to be done. Just execute.
You like playing on special teams?
Oh, yes, sir. I love it. I just love getting on the field.
What'd you see out of y'all's offense tonight?
Our passing game was there. It was there all night, and we beat them by that. That's all we really had to do.
You get to look at the regulators too. What'd you see out of that defense?
Oh, they were stop all night. All night. They played great.
You guys had an easy night tonight. Next week's going to be a lot different. You know much about Jones at this point?
I know they're a pretty solid team, and we'll have a good game next week. That's for sure.
Congratulations, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.